On my tabletop is Ibanez series 321 EX or R321 EX. Obviously you can see this guitar has a lot of residue and dirt from probably just being stored away in high humidity. It happens a lot in places that are tropical like Thailand. You can see how that affects all the metal parts. I have this whole thing is all rusted and residue on it. Everything has to be oiled. Screws all have to be soaked. The wiring is quite nice on this. I have to take these pickups in. But what I'm going to do is take these out of here and clean these, wire brush around this, get everything off. I'll tape these down and then we'll just buff around everything, get the top looking nice, and then come back and work on the neck. There's quite a few deep scratches on that, so I'm going to hit that with a few levels of fine mesh sandpaper. It's a little bit too deep of a scratch to buff out. There's the parts, the humidity. And what I'm doing is I'm spraying DW40 in this bag. And I'm going to ziplock that up and we'll let that soak overnight. And everybody's different. For me, I'm thinking 800 is probably the best place to start. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with each grade of sandpaper. I'm just going to go straight, no circular motions, no nothing. I don't want to spend any more time than this that's needed. Get this looking better for the customer and what they're paying for, make them happy. There's a lot of things I do that are a little extra that no one else does. So let me go through this. I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go 1200, and I'm going to do the same thing with the 2000. I'm going to hit the 3000, 5000, and 7000. And by that time, this is going to be pretty well buffed out. Then I'm going to go over it with compound. Okay, so I went through all the different levels of fine mesh sandpaper. And then what I'll just do is I'll brush on some heavy duty compound, and this is generally enough to bring out the shine in something like this, which is already old, and because you don't want it to look ridiculously high buffed. So there we go. That's not overkill, you know. Took me, I think, 15 minutes total. Get the majority of the heavy scratches out. And now it looks kind of normal. The front might not be as bad. Get away with the front. Just buffing this out. But the back was very scratched up. And there we go. Okay. The finish, I didn't want to look perfect. We want to show some age with it and wear. But it looks good with you know, some show of wear.